this one's over.
The Cesaro section is out in full force with a Swiss cyborg tonight. What impact.
He's on the ropes, and the ref wisely stops the count.
Nailed it.
Slams with authority.
Since exploding onto the ECW scene in 2009, the Celtic Warrior has made a habit of beating people up and winning championship gold. Sheamus's power was so impressive, it even landed him on the cover of Muscle and Fitness magazine.
Bad move there. I don't know what made him think that was a good idea. Through his battles with the likes of Triple H, John Cena, The Shield, Big Show, and Dolph Ziggler, Sheamus has established himself as one of the most powerful WWE superstars in sports entertainment today.
Guys, just listen to this and tell me if this isn't dominating. Sheamus is a former WWE champion, a former United States champion. He won the 2010 King of the Ring, the 2012 Royal Rumble, and the 2015 Money in the Bank contract.
A high-risk maneuver that works from that top turnbuckle. Really working over the body. Sheamus looking a little bit surprised here. He's going to need to find a way to fire back.
It looks to me like his partner's itching to get in there, and now might be a good time to give him what he wants.
I'm not going to go so far as to say he can't win this match, but things certainly aren't looking good for him right now. Oh, man, what a leg drop.
Axe handle finds its target. Sheamus is showing a lot of heart here, but how can he turn this around in his favor? This match has definitely tested his mettle, guys.
This is not the time to be a hero. To keep this match from slipping away, he needs to get his partner in there and take a break.
We often see a performer promise to raise the stature of the United States or Intercontinental Championship when they win one of those titles. But John Cena followed through when he won the U.S. title in 2015.
You ain't kidding, Michael. After conquering Rusev at WrestleMania, John Cena started the U.S. Open Challenge, where any competitor in the locker room could request an impromptu title match every week on Raw.
I'm joining the U.S. Open Challenge conversation you guys started earlier. I thought Cena's bravado would lead to a short United States title reign, but to my surprise, Cena regularly defended the championship for months.
Dean Ambrose, Zack Ryder, Cesaro, Kane, Sami Zayn, and so many others took Cena to his limit on a weekly basis, and he beat them all. It took Seth Rollins and, shockingly, Jon Stewart to finally end Cena's Open Challenge, at least for a while.
When a superstar's in a tag team match and has endured heavy amounts of punishment, they must find a way back to the... Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
He's making a statement here with this attack.
Oh!
Corey, you touched on this before. Part of a tag team's ability to be successful is their ability to endure punishment and make their way to their partner when they need to tag out. One way to do that is to create that separation you spoke of so they have some space to gather themselves and time to make their way back to the corner.
You're absolutely right, Michael. What's the use of having a tag team partner if you're not able to get to them when you got to tag out of the match? Getting that separation is key in breaking any momentum your opponents could have. Maybe the difference between a win.
He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole.
For many years, members of the WWE...
There it is. The tag has been made.
Oh, he needed that in the worst way, Michael.
I got dressed. Forgot to, sorry.
Did you brush teeth?
I did brush teeth.
Excellent.
I've got to go, not wash.
I am behind this time. It's me that's behind. I'm learning my pajamas still, hey? No good.
Mum. I put Darren on now, Mum. Yes, I did.
Get myself organised because I'm going to be wearing my pajamas. Could you go and put these socks in your room for me, please? And put the pillow on your bed. You can bring it back out later on tonight.
Can I put the blanket on my bed? Because I want to sleep on
Yeah, I'm going to take this on your bed. Oh, you're going to sleep in your bed tonight? Strange. Maybe just pop this cord under the lounge so it looks a bit neater for now.
Sure thing. Pushing the lounge timber. Like this.
Thank you. Perfect. Whoops, now you pushed the whole lounge down this end of the lounge.
Sorry, I'm trying to fix up that hole.
Yeah, I know. It's
Sorry.
getting closer and closer down this end.
I'm trying to fix that hole.
I'm not that strong. I need you to help push it. I can't push it this way. No, I need it to go this way. Not back. There we go. That's better. All right, there you go. You can play your game now. I'll go get dressed.
I was trying to push the hole out of the way. I pushed it too much. Sorry.
Wow, what impact! We got a cover. And he doesn't stay down for long.
That would have been a shocker.
Byron, earlier you raised a point that people have been talking about for years, and that's a second referee being appointed to tag team matches. I remember WWE Hall of Famer and former WWE President Gorilla Monsoon used to express his strong advocacy for two referees being appointed to tag team matches.
It's something that's been talked about for decades, Michael, and I don't think it's ever going to happen. We've seen it on occasion, but I think it's best to let the superstars be responsible for themselves. And the appointed official for the match needs to do the job. Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
I'll admit to something I can respect about Cesaro. He embraces challenges wherever he can get his hands dirty. He isn't someone who asks for a microphone often, but that's because he prefers his wrestling and the Cesaro section to do all the talking for him. And Cesaro easily avoids the pinfall!
Effortlessly, the Swiss cyborg refusing to be shut down.
That's what Cesaro's all about.
Incoming. Byron, you bring up Cesaro's preference to speak through action. Cesaro said he's had his list of doubters, but the Cesaro section has never doubted him because they see what he's all about inside the squared circle.
Listen, I'm not sure there's anyone on the current roster that can hold it.
Here we go. And he releases the hold.
I don't think he had it fully locked in.
What an up. He's starting to stagger a bit, but it's going to take a lot more than that to stop him here tonight.
It looks to me like he took his foot off the gas there for a moment. When that happens, you run the risk of letting your opponent back into the match.
Oh, the old European uppercut.
What's going to happen now?
How's no into the quick cover. Looking to steal one there, perhaps.
Have to put in a little more work than that.
Back in from the apron. He's playing with him now. No way, Jose. Look at the big right hand.
Wow, the crowd's on the edge of their seats.
He's got the shoulders down. Digging deep for a kick out.
So resourceful. There have been times in sports entertainment when unlikely duos have formed and over time they develop and bond and become an outstanding tag team combination.
Here we go. John Cena's thunderous slam. This is all but over. Now the old vicious head crank.
Look at the torque.
And we have our winners. These guys gave everyone their money's worth. Here's another look.
That's the kind of match that makes me proud to be here at ringside. Action from the opening bell and a finish people won't soon forget.
Here are your winners, No Way Jose and John Cena.
Looking dominant at times in the victory.
These two work so well together, Michael. I'd be surprised if they went their separate ways anytime soon.
And guys, that's exactly the type of action viewers come to expect here at Hell in a Cell. Contract was signed for this to be a six-man tag, and that's what we have here. But when the Big Show sets foot in the ring, he's so huge, I think the bout turns into a handicap match. Oof! He's bringing it back inside the ring now. He doesn't want to do this outside the ring.
Beautiful side Russian leg sweep.
Out on the apron.
Oh, this is going to be bad. This is going to be really bad. Nasty. The hardest part of the ring. Six-man tag team matches have been a staple of competition since the early days of sports entertainment. Two teams of three compete against one another under traditional tag team rules. Stipulations can be added like no disqualification, 2 out of 3 falls, elimination, falls count anywhere, or whatever else someone can think of. Matches can also be held in a caged environment.
Six-man tags can be fought under so many different types of stipulations. Teams can be part of a faction, or 3 superstars have aligned things of a common interest. The most crucial aspect to a six-man tag team being successful is that trio's ability to act as one cohesive unit, 3 individuals working collectively at all times.
So much can take place during a six-man tag match. Regardless of what type of match the teams of 3 are competing in, the members of that team must be on the same page. Oftentimes, the teams who have the best continuity are the most successful. Thanks to Raw General Manager Kurt Angle, in May of 2017, the WWE Universe saw a dream team come together when the Hardy Boys joined forces with the Lunatic Fringe Dean Ambrose. The exciting trio took on Sheamus, Cesaro, and The Miz. Truth be told, both Miz and Ambrose blended in with their impromptu tag team partners pretty well.
He misses the dive.
And unfortunately for him, there was no water in the pool.
Byron, we always make a point to talk about continuity amongst team members. In the six-man match, where Dean Ambrose teamed with the Hardys against Sheamus, Cesaro, and The Miz, both teams worked very well together. That surprised me, since this was the first time they teamed together. But there was something that night about the lunacy of Dean Ambrose fitting perfectly with the Daredevil Hardy Boys.
I've got to say, I had goosebumps for a week after the Hardy Boys returned to WWE at 2017's WrestleMania. During that 6-man on Raw, Team Extreme formed an effective trio with that lunatic Dean Ambrose. After a twist of fate from Matt Hardy, Jeff crushed The Miz with a swanton bomb, and that was all she wrote.
Guys, if you wanted to see an example of a superstar coming full circle in WWE, you can look to the Big Show.
Well, you must be referring to the last time we saw Big Show was nearly identical to
his shoulders are down.
Oh, clothesline!
And returning to Big Show's first WWE appearance, Saxton, he was involved in a steel cage match where he damn near tore the cage off the hinges.
And now his last match also involved,
and he tags his partner in.
Momentum has certainly shifted here, Michael.
When a superstar is in a 6-man match, one of the most important things to remember is knowing when to tag out and get the fresh member of your team in the ring. We've talked about continuity many times on this program, but it's more than that. You don't want to try to do too much when you have other members of your team out there.
Don't you dare get up, man.
Beautiful technique.
Big Show getting put in check here.
The bad scene for the big man.
Corey, you spoke about one of superstars in 6-man action and how crucial it is that they have the presence of mind to realize when they need to tag out. Not everyone who competes as part of a 6-man team has the ability to do that. We've seen many times over the years that a superstar's inability to do that has cost their team the match.
We've also seen over the years that some competitors are so dedicated to singles careers.
We know what Reigns is looking to do here.
There are instances when a six-man tag match will feature a team where superstars have not always seen eye to eye, or are in the midst of a disagreement. When that's the case, someone... Ooh!
Got every ounce of that one. This could be over. He's going for the pin. And the count's broken, keeping the match alive. Oh, what a forearm! Dirt. Corey, earlier you talked about what needs to happen when members of this... He's looking at it.
Oh, nasty impact.
Big Show is not looking so good here. He may very well...
He's got him covered. Easily kicks out of that one.
I don't believe it. He refuses to lose.
He's too quick for him there. Putting it all on the line.
Dean Ambrose tags in. There are times during a six-man tag match where the hostility between two teams overflows. The result is complete chaos, and all six superstars duke it out inside, and many times outside the ring. It's complete and total chaos. But if you're one of the legal competitors in the ring during that time, you must return to the ring before the referee's 10 count or risk being counted out and lose the match for your team.
Yeah, let's hope he can keep this kind of effort going.
Byron, you talked about the moment in six-man tag matches when all semblance of order breaks down. Many times the two teams are so determined to tear each other apart that they don't pay attention to who the legal person in the ring is or where the referee is in their 10 count. That's a huge mistake.
In the throes of battle, superstars lose their composure, and what was a six-man tag match breaks down into a Pier 6 brawl. And if you don't keep an eye on the referee's count, you could get counted out and be the reason your team loses the match. I can see Byron making that mistake and ruining it for everybody.
Being unhinged, unstable is the calling card of Dean Ambrose. But Corey, I know you don't see Ambrose as one of the smartest superstars on the roster.
No, I don't. However, I do see Ambrose as having an uncanny tolerance for pain. Doesn't matter how many car wrecks this lunatic puts himself through, Dean Ambrose doesn't have enough common sense to quit.
As Corey spoke to Dean Ambrose's pain tolerance, it's worth noting that Ambrose is usually inflicting the pain on himself. He doesn't care what he does to his body as long as he punishes his opponent.
Using your body as a weapon, that is the MO of Dean Ambrose. You have to admire a man who's never afraid to swing for the fences. Rollins is looking for a way out of this. Nakamura able to avoid damage there. The switch here to Big Show. Though it wasn't mentioned early in his WWE career, Roman Reigns comes from a royal bloodline in the world of sports entertainment. He's the son of WWE Hall of Famer Sika. Reigns also comes from the Anoa'i family and is related to people like The Rock, the Usos, and WWE Hall of Famers Rikishi and Yokozuna.
Big Show is in position. He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole.
Well, Roman first had dreams of dominating the gridiron after an incredible college career at Georgia Tech. Sports entertainment is in his blood.
When you talk about Roman Reigns' family in this business, you're talking about a dynasty. A Samoan dynasty, and it's something an opponent doesn't want any part of. You're talking about generations of warriors.
Big slam. Shinsuke Nakamura had a whirlwind first year on the main roster. He made a SmackDown Live debut the night after WrestleMania, and 1 year later was competing in a dream match against AJ Styles for the WWE Champ. Inverted power slam.
Wow. The king of strong style with a massive slam.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
That one definitely hurt, Cole.
Here it comes. He's got him.
Michael brought up Nakamura's first year.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
Here he goes. There's no doubt Roman Reigns has a long career in front of him. But guys, if he chose to hang him up today, I'd say he's a surefire Hall of Famer. This might be it. Oh my, this is all but over. He looks for it once again. And the breakup just in the nick of time. Boom, what impact. When this guy's on, look out.
Focusing more on Michael's Hall of Fame argument, I definitely agree that Reigns belongs. Just look at everything he's already done, from WrestleMania main events to WWE Championship reigns and everything in between.
It seems like a silly argument if you ask me, but hey, I'll play along. I'll also agree. Roman Reigns is a slam dunk Hall of Famer. Heck, he'd get in twice as a member of the Shield.
There's the switch. Big Show is in. Comes in off the tag. And he's heading back in.
Harsh impact.
Oh, what impact. And there's the tag. Big Show into the ring.
He has such a wide array of offense from anywhere in the ring. Oh boy, he is rolling.
And it's reversed. What's wrong? Superman punch! Good night!
Looks like this show is over, guys.
Now Roman Reigns needs to capitalize on...
Oh, damage to the body.
That's what he was looking for.
He goes for the cover. He's a long way from a 3 count, I can tell you that.
Gonna take more than that.
Irish whip.
Roman Reigns lives by mottos like one versus all, and I can, I did, I will again. Roman's the big dog, and when you're the big dog, you can have a line of enemies a mile long. The more the merrier.
Oh, what a slam! That hurt!
He's got a head of steam. See how long he can sustain it. Axe handle finds the mark.
If history has shown us he's going for the pin, and he doesn't stay down for long.
Not even close.
I don't like the look in his eye here, folks. Look at this. Seth Rollins with the tag. He's stalking his opponent from the... Look at this.
Oh, breakneck speed, one of her Corona.
And what a reversal from Seth Rollins. Rollins, so impressive.
Up and down. Boom. Beautiful.
Oh, he's such a tough target. Seth Rollins in a tough spot now. Rather than continuing to absorb any more punishment, he might want to tag out here.
Well, he's clearly not used to competing in a match like this, and it's starting to show.
At this point, they both look to be about evenly matched. Maybe I'd give him an edge, but not by much. It's safe to say he had his opponent well scouted there.
Brilliant analysis, actually. Oh, man, what a hit.
Knocked right off the apron.
There may be no preventing the tag. Oh, and he makes the tag.
That was a game changer right there, Michael. Ooh! Going for the big one.
Dean Ambrose finds himself in a tough spot. At this point, I'd say he's probably better off taking a tag to one of his partners.
At this point, he really has to think about mixing it up a bit.
It was only a matter of time.
We've seen this before.
In 2016, the New Day found themselves in the middle of a sick and twisted rivalry with the Wyatt family. Things escalated to the point where Bray Wyatt invited the New Day to do battle.
What a six-man tag match.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business. Dean Ambrose is adept at any form of combat, but as we've seen since his 2012 arrival in WWE, six-man tag team battles are just one of Ambrose's specialties. He's definitely one to watch in this bout.
Don't look now, but this has all the makings of those six-man classics we used to see back in world class.
Ah, Big Show wants to fly. Clothesline.
Vicious attack.
Oof. What a throw. Shoulder tackle. Boom. Bang. Look, Dean Ambrose. He looks like he's got this. Is he done? And he escapes the submission.
And good thing. That could have been disastrous.
Big Show is on a mission to prove that he can still be dominant, saying, quote, "This match is important to me for redemption, for validation, to put a reminder out there of who and what I am and what I've done for the industry." What a clothesline! Ouch! Ambrose starting to struggle now. He needs to create some space and find a way to get back on the offensive.
You never want to count a competitor out, but things don't seem to be going in his favor here tonight. Bringing up that mission Big Show has put himself on, Michael, reminds me of how overlooked Big Show can really be. But I always find it dangerous to ever overlook a 7-foot-tall, 383-pound man.
Well, you'd have to be a complete idiot to overlook the Big Show. I mean, this behemoth walks into any room, any arena, any ring, and commands respect. It'd be ill-advised of you to give him anything less.
Irish whip. Michinoku driver.
Absolutely
I dressed
planet.
before you today, didn't I?
Shinsuke
Already
Nakamura
before
calls
you.
himself the artist, and it's plain to see why. From his theatrical entrance to his unorthodox movement in the ring, almost everything about Nakamura could be put in a museum. Well, except for his cheap shot low blows.
What a stomp.
Good grief.